The Detroit Lions did a lot this offseason to upgrade the roster. And now, as the final cuts are happening, there's a lot of attention on the roster and what is going to happen. Remember, we drafted really well. Loved the Brian Branch, Laporta, right? That's one way we improved. Also, great free agents, CJ Gardner Johnson, Mosley Sutton. Love that. But there's an area that we are totally upgrading that nobody is talking about, and that is the revolving door last year at center, guard, and guard. It was a constant revolving door. We didn't have our main three guys in there virtually ever in the during the season. We didn't because Vaitai was out. And so now the Lions, if they can just have those guys, their center and guard play most of the season together. It's a lot to ask them to play every single game. I get that. But here's an example of week 2 last year. Immediately into week 2, we know that Vaitai's out at right guard right from the start last year. So you have Logan Stenberg, who was cut immediately this year. I mean, just not even on the team, not even on the 90-man roster because he was horrible at pass blocking. Evan Brown's at center. Cool. Dan Skipper elevated to the active roster this week and has taken reps at guard because look at, and then here are the reserves claimed off the waivers from the Browns this week, claimed off the Eagles practice squad because Jonah Jackson, Frank Ragnow, Vaitai, and then the backup offensive lineman or interior offensive lineman, Tommy Kramer. This was an example of what happened last year. So if you look at Jonah Jackson last year, and again, Vaitai was out the entire season. Vaitai's back. Plus, we've got Glasgow. I mean, just Vaitai alone, it was just gone the entire season. So we're trying to find people, trying to fill his spot. That was supposed to be Evan Brown, but then Jonah Jackson's injured. So if you look in 2022, he had a finger. He was out weeks 3 and 4 with a finger and then a neck. I mean, so he was out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks in and out trying to get Jonah Jackson in there. He finally plays, and it's a huge difference when he's in there. Frank Ragnow, remember, the foot right from the jump is a problem. He was out with a growing for the first couple weeks. Then it was foot every week, basically from there on out. Basically, can he play? Can he not? We know that that's not repairable, but he's going to be going for us. So now you've got Frank Ragnow, Jonah Jackson, Vaitai set to go. If not Graham Glasgow, but if Graham beats out Vaitai, then so that's a huge. It was a revolving door. Frank was hurt, then Ragnow was, Frank Ragnow was good, then Jonah was hurt, and then Vaitai, then Evan Brown would have to come in for, so it was just constant. And talk about an upgrade. If those three guys, knock on wood, I'm knocking on wood right now, can stay healthy, then you've got your starting tackles that we know are just so good. Those guys stayed healthy, play so well for us. And then that interior offensive line, because now you've upgraded there. I mean, that's an upgrade. Our offensive line is a straight up upgrade just because we're healthy and able to play this year. Because the Vaitai injury immediately impacted it because now Evan Brown had to go there. Now, if Frank was out, then Evan Brown had to go there, and we had to just grab anybody we could to play the other guard, right? So it's constant. So now, running back room upgrade, offensive line upgrade, Jared Goff going into year 2 of Ben Johnson. Boom, love it. Amon-Ra St. Brown's going to be great. Receivers, basically a wash, right? I mean, Chark, and then we've got now Reynolds, and it's like that's a wash. Jameson Williams still is our bonus player that will be coming back week 7. Defensive line is only going to get better. All those guys were so young last year. Lee McNeil, Levi, Hutchinson, Charles Harris comes back. Defensive line, improve. Linebacker, improved with second year of Malcolm Rodriguez, and then you draft Jack Campbell. Secondary, much improved. CJ Gardner Johnson is a difference maker. He's like a Rasheed Wallace that you're bringing in, like a star player that you just didn't have a star. Now we have a star on defense in CJ Gardner Johnson. Sutton's going to be good. Oh yeah, by the way, there's this kid named Brian Branch who comes in, can't take him off the field because he's great. So every area, we've forgotten about the offensive line. We're like, oh yeah, offensive line's great. It's like, well, they were injured a lot. Vaitai was the big part of that was injured all the time. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you'd been thinking about this, if you had forgotten about that revolving door at guard center, and how it's only going to be great for the Lions as they go into this season because they're going to, I've been saying it. We want to run the ball. We want to run. Do not forget that. And so here's why I say that is because last year the interior offensive line was always shuffling, and you have Jamal Williams and DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift's missing holes, doesn't have the vision. It's not hitting. He's just they were just missing there. Jamal Williams, solid back, not a great back though. He can't make the second level miss. He's getting through. He had multiple times where it was like, all right, good 10-yard run. It's like, man, if that guy could make one guy miss, that would have been a 25-yard run. I mean, those are the types of things that are open to us this year. And now when you have Montgomery, who's an absolute upgrade over Jamal Williams, not even close. I mean, he's such an upgrade from him. It's ridiculous. And so now he's going to be behind a good offensive line for first time in his career. And then Jahmyr Gibbs, we haven't seen him, right? So it's hard to say, and it's hard to just be like, oh, he's going to be great. But just watching him, it's like, this is what we're talking about. This is what we need. We need that explosiveness. We need a guy coming out of the backfield. All things that we thought we had in Swift, I think we really do have it in Jahmyr Gibbs. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Love to see what the Lions do here in week 1 against Kansas City. Now, Kansas City's been playing their starters a little bit more in preseason than we did. I think we still got a lot of good work, though, in the joint practices. So it's not too concerned. And I think we'll ramp it up a few more times before that. But we're under 2 weeks away from that game and kick off the NFL season. That's exciting. And then you combine that with the fact that we are the opening night game. And the beauty of that is if you win that game, A, you win. B, you win against the Chiefs on the road. Wow, that's great. Secondly, you've got a mini bye built in because it's a Thursday night game. So now you're healthy going into that second game where Seattle comes to us. Now, Seattle's a really good team, but it's tough going from West Coast to East Coast, and we're on a mini bye and the whole thing. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Craig and I will be going live for the Kansas City Chiefs game. Can't wait for that. Why not, right? Come join us. We're going to have all kinds of stuff going on. A lot of fun. Play-by-play. Going through that game. Watching it with you. We really have fun. If you've never joined us on a live, it is a lot of fun because we just joke around, doing a lot of different things. But the play-by-play, and we're going to be diving into this game as we watch it, and can't wait to see what happens as the Detroit Lions, Kansas City Chiefs, week 1, going to be awesome. Craig and I will be at the game week 2 or 3. We're not sure yet. If you're going to be there, let us know. We'll be for sure letting you know. We'll be there looking to meet up, say hi to people that have been watching the channel now for a couple of years, and we'll see all of you on the next one.